So I didn't have any plans on recording today because today is Sunday and it's usually a lazy day for me. Plus, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I've been sick the whole week and I'm like 90% better. The main thing is just a lingering stuffy nose. But I got this camera 2 days ago and this is my first time using it and I really wanted to test it out. So I think today I'm just going to record a little small vlog while I just do some shenanigans today, I guess. I really wanted this camera and I'd been saving up for a little bit because before I had just been recording on my phone and the phone quality is fine, but the main issue that I was having with recording on my phone was the storage. I would be in the middle of recording something and then my phone would stop recording because I'd run out of storage. And it's the most frustrating thing that you can go through when you're trying to record a video and then I have to spend 30 minutes to an hour trying to delete stuff or free up space on my phone so I can finish recording. And then somehow if I managed to get the recording done, then the next frustrating thing was the transferring of the videos onto my laptop. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just me or if it's my phone, but for some reason, trying to transfer videos from my phone to my laptop is the most infuriating, frustrating task that I have to do. And I feel like getting a separate camera would just make the whole YouTube thing so much easier because without all of those frustrating things, it gives me a little more motivation to actually want to record and edit videos. And I've been wanting to record stuff, but just thinking about all that extra stuff just makes me not want to do it. So I got this camera. I'd had my eye on this camera for a while now. I did extensive research before I committed to buying it. It does have its pros and cons that I already knew ahead of time before I committed to it. This is the Canon PowerShot V10. I bought it refurbished on the Canon website and I waited for it to go on sale just so I can buy it. And so far, the quality is so crisp. I really, really love it, even though I've only been using it for 10 minutes, but it's already I can see myself actually enjoying this now. The size of the camera is so small. It's literally smaller than my phone, and it would make me more comfortable to actually record in public and not feel so weird about it. And I love it so much. So I think today I'm just gonna do a little vlog. I have a couple of things that I'm gonna do today, and then we'll see from there. So I'm in the car right now. I think what I'm gonna do for the next maybe 2 hours, hour or two, I'm gonna Instacart a little bit. Instacart is what I've been doing to make a little bit of money, just to keep some money in my pocket. It's actually how I was able to buy this camera. I feel like if you're someone who isn't working right now, which me, I don't have a full-time job right now, I think Instacart is a good side hustle. If you have a car or if you're able to do it, I think it's a good side hustle because it's very low, very limited contact. I have pretty bad social anxiety, so talking to people is something I do have a hard time with, especially if it's new people. But I feel like Instacart is a really good thing, and usually I don't really talk to the customers. The only time I really have to interact with the customer is if it has something to do with their order, and I just send them a text. I don't usually have to call or talk to them. I think the only instances where I actually had to physically call someone is if I'm delivering and I can't find their house or find their apartment, so that's usually the only time. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good side hustle, especially if you don't mind going in the grocery store, which I don't really care. You can make a pretty good amount of money doing Instacart, especially if you're consistent with it. The main days I usually do it is on the weekends because that's usually when the app is the most popular. And if you're someone who can do it all day, you can definitely make a couple $100s in just one weekend. I don't usually do it all day, but I try to do it when I can. Right now, I'm just waiting for an order to come in. I'm just sitting in the car. A lot of what's popping up is like other cities and other towns, and I don't want to drive that far. So I'm trying to stay limited to my own city because one, I don't have a whole lot of gas, and two, I just don't have a lot of energy to drive that far. So I'm trying to wait until something around here pops up. One of the great things about having a separate camera to record is I can actually use my phone while I'm recording too. It's no longer limited to one or the other. Even though that I'm currently not working right now, I try to do things to keep myself busy or try to make myself feel a little more productive. I definitely have my lazy days where I'll go the whole day doing not a single thing, bed rotting, and then I do have other days where I try to be a little bit more productive. I try to do the job hunting, especially because I don't have access to a car every single day. I'm currently using my mom's car because my car, she's parked right behind this car. She is out of sorts right now, so I basically have to drive around in my mom's car. And she works during the week, so basically the only time I really have her car is on the weekends, and that's when I typically do the Instacart thing. But throughout the week, I try to stay productive. I do some job hunting, I look online, I try to draw, do art-related stuff, and I'll try to make videos or TikToks and post that. I am helping out my sister with an exhibition that she's putting together, and sometimes I'll be doing that. I try my best not to bed rot 24/7 because that's what I would do literally all day, every day. And I try not to be that person because one of my goals for the year is lessen my screen time on my phone, because some weeks the amount of hours that I spend on my phone is like actually atrocious. And I feel ashamed every time I get the screen time notification every week. And I'm like, wow, I need to like get myself together. Just be more productive, eat more healthy, just overall feel better mentally and physically, because last winter I got sick so much. I was sick almost every other week, and I feel like my body was going through something. I don't know what it was, but I was going through it last year. Just laying around in my room, eating not the best foods, eating junk food or not healthy things. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I want to do this year is just take care of myself more. Mind, body, be better at saving money too. Of course, find a job. Just overall, just take care of myself, be happier, and do me. So I was finally able to get an order, so we're going to go do that right now. So I'm back home now. I only ended up doing 2 Instacart orders because it was starting to get a little bit late and it was fully dark outside by the time I finished the second one. That very first order that I did took a lot out of me. It was way more than I expected it to be when I first accepted it, and it was a lot. It was probably one of the biggest orders I've ever done. Looking on the app, it didn't look like that much, but as I was walking around the store and putting more and more items in the basket, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a lot, trying to bag all of this. But after I delivered it, it was pretty easy. They didn't live inside an apartment or anything, which is good, because sometimes doing an Instacart order and they live in like an apartment building, that's when it becomes a lot. But after I did that, I decided to do one more. The second one I did was very small order. It was only about 10 10 items, and I was able to do that one pretty quickly. But by the end of that, I was like, I'm just gonna go home and just chill for the rest of the night. I wish I had more to record for this video, but this video was very unplanned. I wasn't planning on vlogging today, but I decided to give the camera a little test run, and my short review on the camera is I really, really love it, and I'm really happy that I committed to it. When I was walking in the store, I was just like, take it out and record a little bit and then stick it right back in my pocket. And I didn't feel awkward or self-conscious about recording, so that's a good thing. For the rest of the night, I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm probably gonna go to bed because I am pretty tired. I feel like I really need to catch up on sleep because just from being sick from the whole week, sleeping has been very impossible for me to do for the past week just because of like the congestion. But I can actually breathe normally now, and hoping I can get a good full night's rest. So yeah.